Hello and welcome to Science Test today with Creatively Learn with Educate. So first question. Andrew puts his rabbit's cage on the grass. A week later the grass under the cage had turned yellow. Give one reason why the grass had turned yellow. So we know that grass is a plant and plants make their own food. Food is what we need to help us live. How do plants make their own food? Through sunlight. So the reason why the grass had turned yellow is probably because it didn't get enough sunlight. He also wanted to test why the grass had turned yellow. He put two sheets of plastic just above another patch of grass. One sheet was black and the other sheet was clear. A week later, the grass under the black sheet was yellow. The grass under the clear sheet was green. Explain why he used the clear plastic sheet as well as the black sheet. To make the test fair and to get results, because if he used two black sheets then he's not really going to find out anything, just that on the black sheets the grass always dies. Andrew left the black sheet there for several more weeks. What happened to the grass? It would have died. It would have changed colour and gone brown. So our answer to the first question was not enough light, which is what we said. And to make it a fair test, to see if the grass is affected by light, and it will die. So we got question 1 correct. A week later, the grass on the black sheet was yellow. The grass ticked the boxes by two things which both rabbits and grass plants do. They eat. Rabbits do eat. Grass plants don't eat. They grow. Rabbits do grow, grass grow as well. So we'll say that this one is correct. They move from place to place. No, only rabbits do that. They reproduce. They both do that. They breathe in and out, and no, only rabbits do that. So we'll say they grow and they reproduce. Yeah. The diagram shows two families. Some of the people in the family have freckles. So family A, you can see that grandparents, parents, and children. Family B, you can see that one of the grandparents has freckles, so that means both of the parents have freckles, and it's probably likely that the children have freckles too. I. Which children are most likely to have freckles? Tick the correct boxes. Becca and Katie, obviously, because their parents both have freckles. So Katie and Becca. How did you decide? Because their parents both have freckles. And suggest why Bill does not have freckles. Because neither of his parents had freckles. Katie, Becca, we got that right. Their parents have freckles, we got that one right as well. His parents, or Bob and Emily, do not have freckles, we got that right too. Which two cells pass on information from parents to their children? It's the egg cell and the sperm cell, because those are the two reproductive cells. Yep. The table shows the recommended daily intake of energy and some of the nutrients needed by the different groups of people. AI. Explain why two 16-year-olds males of the same weight might need a different amount of energy. Male 16, maybe. So you'd need different amounts of energy depending on how much exercise you do. So we'll say how active they are for question AI. Which two types of nutrients provide most of the energy in our diet? This is obviously calcium and carbohydrates, as those have the highest amounts in grams. Which two types of nutrients? Calculate the difference in the recommended daily intake of calcium for a 15-year-old male and a 30-year-old male. So 30-year-old male 700, male 1000, so 300. Calcium is needed for healthy bones. Explain the difference in the amount of calcium needed by a 15-year-old male and a 30-year-old male. This is really simple. Obviously, a 30-year-old male has developed all his bones. He's an adult, whereas a teenager is still going on to grow. By 30, the bones have already developed. 300, fats, carbohydrates. 1 is more active. So we got that correct. Apart from here, fats. The diagram shows a single cell organism called Chlamydomonas. It lives in pond water. Use the information in the diagram to help you answer the questions below. Give 2 features of Chlamydomonas which show that it is more like a plant cell than an animal cell. Obviously because of the cell wall, because animals don't have a cell wall, and a starch grain. Animal cells don't have starch grains. Chlamydomonas makes a sugar called glucose. Give the name of the process in which Chlamydomonas makes glucose. Photosynthesis, because that's how plants make glucose. Chlammy produces starch grains from glucose. So guess what will happen to the number of starch grains in the cell if Chlamydomonas is kept in the dark? Obviously, like I said before, they need sunlight. Plants need sunlight for photosynthesis, so the starch grains will just die. The diagram below shows another single cell organism called amoeba. It also lives in pond water. Amoeba traps the Chlamydomonas and digests it. Starch is a carbohydrate. Amoeba digestive enzymes break down the starch in the Chlamydomonas. So just